As human beings, we are all driven by meaning and purpose. It is the very thing that separates us from all the other animals. This ability or disability to seek and have meaning and purpose in our lives. I think about this a lot. What is the purpose of my life? What is my highest meaning? Why am I here? And I think about this so much sometimes that I even give myself anxiety. And in this seeking clarity for what is my highest calling, I even paralyze myself through the overthinking. I don't know, maybe you can relate. But here's an interesting thought. What if the real purpose of life was not in that thing, whatever that thing that we are seeking clarity, that is our highest calling? What if the real purpose of life was in the seeking of the purpose? What if the real purpose of life was just in the journey? Of course, we've all heard the sayings that the spoils lie in the journey, not in the destination, or some version of that. And I subscribe to this 100%. So why then do I get so caught up in the trappings of needing to find clarity and what that one thing is? Why can't we just be happy with where we are at and the journey that we are on? I often reflect on when I used to live in Bali, and there was this villa that I used to live in Ubud, and every morning, 6 a.m. without fail, the caretaker, an 80-year-old, 80s I guess, Balinese man, would come and clean the pool, rake the leaves, trim the branches, whatever needed to be done. And at first glance, as somebody from the West, from civilized society, I would kind of wonder, why not do this once a week or twice a week? Seemed pretty inefficient what he was doing, right? But then I started to admire and I started to see that this was his life purpose. He'd spent his whole life probably tending to the land, tending to the rice fields, which fed other people. This was his life purpose, and he was putting meaning, he was putting love, he was bringing purpose to what seemed to me to be such a small, trivial thing. So this caused me to ponder, to wonder, maybe this Balinese man in his 80s doing what at surface level seems like trivial, meaningless, busy work, he's the one with a real life purpose. And me, whilst I'm doing big things, employing hundreds of people, traveling around the world, building businesses, doing cool things, but I'm the one who's wrapped up in my own head trying to figure out what my life purpose is. You see, I think we can get so caught up in this romantic notion of having this grandiose vision of changing the world and what is my highest calling. But what if our real purpose was just to bring meaning, was to bring intention, to bring mindfulness, to bring love to everything that we do, regardless of what that looks like. I'm not saying don't have ambitions to change the world, and I'm certainly not saying don't have these moonshot ideas that benefit the planet. The world needs change makers now more than ever, and I'm certainly one of those people who thinks like this. But maybe we could consider that we've actually got a better chance of finding our purpose if we stop demanding answers from ourselves and allowing our purpose and allowing our highest calling to unfold by bringing purpose, meaning, love, and mindfulness to everything that we're doing in every moment. So if you're anything like me and you can relate to this paralysis of needing certainty in knowing what is your highest calling, then maybe it's time for us to cut ourselves some slack and enjoy the journey, and instead of seeking meaning, being more meaningful with everything that we do.